Hi, welcome to Squeeze and the Shrimpf. I'm Squeeze.
I am the Shrimpf.
And we're here to talk to you about motorcycle stuff. Today, we're going to talk to you about why we ride motorcycles and why you should too.
I mean, they're cool. Is that the video?
That's it. Bye.
No, scratch that.
More. There's more.
Okay, so I ride because it is cheaper. It's more fun.
Motorcycles are cheaper than cars because you don't have to pay for doors.
Well, there's that. I'm getting somewhere
It's a
close.
hefty door tax.
There's also I'm getting somewhere close to 40 miles to the gallon on a vehicle I spent less than $5,000 on.
Yeah, I get like over 50.
Yeah. Your
That's a giant
bike's not 20 years old though.
That is true. Fuel injection.
it does help. So part of it is cheaper. I spend, I think, just shy of $200 on insurance. Granted, my bike's 20 years old and has technically been totaled, so my insurance ain't gonna be high.
My insurance isn't that expensive either. So
motorcycle insurance is cheaper because it doesn't matter what you do. You run that bike into a brick wall, the bike is way more damaged than the brick wall is, unlike like a truck.
Yeah.
So just as far as like the economics of it, it was cheaper. And I had two vehicles. I realized I was only riding my motorcycle and my car was turning moldy. So
literally moldy.
Yeah, it was Washington State. If you leave something for more than about 20 minutes, it starts having the ideas of mold. And if it doesn't have mold, it has moss.
Yeah.
So that was the big reason I switched to being like 100% riding a bike. That's why I ride. It's more fun and it's more economical.
I ride purely because it's more fun. It's more fun to ride a motorcycle. It just is. It feels like you're flying and not in an airplane. It's like you're Superman and you're flying down the road.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
Everybody dreams about flying. That's as close as you can get.
My mom rides. My mom rides because it reminded her of being a pilot. She's like, yeah, this feels like I'm back in a cockpit. I'm like, okay, let's ride some more then.
Yeah, and it feels every time you're on a motorcycle, it feels like you're doing something just a little bit naughty. Like you're just getting away with something.
I've never had no.
I always feel like I'm getting away with something.
No.
Like because you're not supposed to be out in the street, you know? Like you feel like you're just running around out on the street. You can just run really fast.
Well, I self-identify as a bicyclist, so no, I'm joking. But other reasons for riding, like I don't think I have any other
economics. Economics is a good one. It's a lot of fun.
Fun as hell.
You should try it. It's a little bit challenging. It's good to challenge yourself.
I do have to focus more on riding than I do when I'm driving.
I wish everybody would ride a motorcycle for a month because it would make you a better driver.
It would also make my life way safer.
Yeah, and mine too. But you would, you would be coming out of that, you'd be a much better driver. You'd understand defensive driving a lot better. I think everybody who drives a car right now would benefit from taking the motorcycle safety course.
You'd understand traction a lot better. So you'd see a lot less teenage kids run up flagpoles.
Yeah, you would
still
learn
see
how
a bunch
to
of
corner
drunk
a lot
people.
better. Like it just all around is going to make you operate any motor vehicle a lot better. Because if you can drive on two wheels, 4 is no problem.
Something dodging a dodgeball.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can dodge a wrench.
Yeah. So the only other thing is there is a camaraderie in a motorcycle, whether you're in a club, you're, solo trekking across the US, any other bike out there, if you're on two wheels, you're getting waved at. Just due to the fact that we like, it's not only just taking care of our own. If you see a bike stopped on the side of the road, unless I'm like, oh shit, Squeeze is gonna be mad at me, I'm late for work, I'm gonna see, just pull over and be like, you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, and I'm out of there. But
yeah, 100%.
There is a camaraderie that you don't get out of an entire class of vehicle. Like you'll see Corvette drivers pull over for other Corvette driver, maybe kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But
And for the most part too, when you go to like a dealership to purchase a motorcycle, it feels way different.
Yeah, you shop for your dealership a way more on a bike.
Yeah.
Just because I like this group of people is no small part of buying a bike. You'll see a lot of guys just like sitting in motorcycle dealerships because that they just like spending time there.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't see people sitting in a car dealership because they just like.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of people who, work at Chevrolet or work at Ford, and they drive Hondas or whatever, and they might not be passionate about cars. They might just be a good salesman. You don't find that so much in motorcycle dealerships. Generally, you only end up there if you're into motorcycles.
Yeah. And if they happen to ride a car and it was because they needed to pick up more stuff than their bike had baggage for it that day.
Yeah.
So there are downsides, but I don't think the downsides have rarely been more than the ups for me.
Yeah,
That's why I got rid of my
there are a few downsides, and maybe that's a separate video, but yeah, I think that there's trade-offs to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's some things that you might be cost prohibitive, or certain shoes might look really cool, but they're uncomfortable and you don't want to wear them all day, or whatever. I mean, you probably don't want to go on a hike with dress shoes, right? So there's limitations to everything.
Or these things.
Or those. So you might, there's limitations, and a lot of people are going to have a different spectrum of how and when they ride. There's going to be people who just ride on the weekends for fun. There's going to be people who commute to work. There's going to be people who are going to ride rain, sleet, snow, cats and dogs, whatever.
Don't look at me with that tone of
everything
voice.
in between those two things.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
that's why I ride. It's good.
So that's why we ride, and that's why you should ride. Thank you all for watching this video. Find us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook. We have our own website, squish.moto.com, where you can buy all kinds of fun shirts and stickers and whatnot, and really show support. Be sure to hit like and subscribe down below. That really helps.
Ring that bell so you know when we pop up new videos. Should be happening once a week.
Yep, once a week. Look for us. We'll see you later.
Peace.
Bye.
You get busy bee! Go get busy bee!